I'm just testing my voice to check that it's working as it should be. To make sure that my voice is working as it should be. Hello, just test. This is a test. To check that it's working as it should be. To make sure that my voice is working as it should be. Hello, just test. This is a test. To check that it's working as it should be. Test, test, test. My voice is working as it should be. Hello, just test. This is a test. To check that it's working as it should be. Test, test, test. My voice. What a beautiful echo. That guy's voice is just, to die for. Okay. Hello everyone, and welcome back to City Skylines. Almost said 2. That's problem with playing too much Transport Fever 2. Hopefully soon we'll be playing City Skylines 2 in October. It shouldn't be too much longer now. So yeah, this is City Skylines 1, just for those of you in the future. And we are playing in Tay Bay. So last time we built up our massive airport, we also started to build up the cargo side of things. So this is kind of working, I think, fairly well. I mean, I don't really know. I've actually made some income, which is astounding. I'm quite shocked, to be honest with you. So we've got a lot of people coming in from obviously the city, and then also probably from over here and over here as well. So things are going quite well. What we would like to do, or what I would like to do rather, let's face it, is I don't know what you guys want to do. Maybe I don't know. We could do anything really, but what I'd really like to do is get started with the leisure area, the tourist area is the word that I was looking for there. Sorry about that. So yeah, the tourist area is going to be over here where the beach is, and hopefully it'll be quite nice and what have you if there isn't a whole load of shit just wafting down the river. We might need to change these out before we start to think about tourism on that beach, to be fair. So let's, in fact, you know what? I really want to try something, and that's a dam over here. So every single time I try a dam, it breaks everything, and it just goes completely to pot. To be honest with you, it's not that safe of a thing to try, but I think the city is a little bit higher and quite far away from the area over here. I think it's quite safe for this specific area because everything's higher apart from here and here. And to be honest with you, I'd rather try and do the dam on this side more than anything. And what we want to do when we've got the dam up and running is probably to put in our inflow waters, so the water pumping stations on the inside of the dam, and then the probably the water treatment ones. They don't cause any pollution, do they? No. And then we've got eco inland water treatment. Eco-friendly alternative to inland water treatment plant which extends water services. This building processes and drains the wastewater back into the ground, and the plants surrounding will be affected by ground pollution. Right. Then we've got that, but a bit bigger, I think. Advanced. So yeah, I'm thinking we build a dam over here, and to be honest with you, it should be quite good. So if we pop on the height map, I'm hoping that this area is going to be perfect for it, because, oh wow, that just completely removes all the water. That's really weird. So the water's around here. Right, I'm looking at where the water is. It's here. So it's this one. We need something to just signify where the water is. So maybe I'll just put down like this bush. That's where the water is. That's the high water line. High water line bush. But yeah, we can pretty much build a dam to that level, or a little bit below it, and that should be fine. I think you can kind of see the water here. Like, there's a little bit of a line. It's very tricky to see it, which is kind of perfect for the actual topography map this is showing. So I'm not too mad at that, but it's just tricky to know where exactly. I wish there was a, like in in Transport Fever, where you can know what height this is, because otherwise it's just a height in a number of height lines, and you can't really tell which one's which. So if we knew this was like 30 meters above sea level or whatever, we can put our dam further down the river at, say, 29 meters above sea level. So then effectively, if it filters down, it shouldn't go above that level. I'm just trying to think how we can do this. I really wish there was a way to tell what this height is. I mean, it's a fair ways down the upper green level. Hold on, that's the right halfway between these lines. That'll be fine. So oh bugger! I lost them. Hold on, I'm just gonna need me bush. Can I keep that on while I'm doing my bush? Yeah. This one. So I'm using the bushes as a marker. Right, where does it go? There. This is ridiculous. Why they couldn't just say what the level is at that point. I don't know. But anyway, height hindsight, I guess, is... Well, we all know what they say about hindsight in this one. So if we did, hopefully, a dam around this level, going across, that should be fine. So maybe like there. Hopefully that will... Let me just double check me bush breadcrumb trail is correct. Oh my goodness, this is trickier than it looks. So I can't really tell which one that's in. My brush breadcrumb trail is the only way. There's probably a mod that does what I'm expecting from this, but simple things. Okay. Yeah, that's correct. And then that comes out there. Yes, perfect. Okay, my bush breadcrumb trail is working. So this is where the actual dam can go. So if we go into here, we're effectively putting it in. I'd rather go a little bit lower than a little bit higher, just in case, because dams have a tendency to break everything. So what will happen is this side will slowly start to no longer flow. This side will start to fill. So all of this pressure where the water's going to build will create electricity in the dam. We just need it to start to... Yeah, it looks like it's starting to fill, and it's actually filling really quite quick, which is really good to see. That means that hopefully it'll be quite high flow. So if we were to put in some some of these eco treatment plants on the other side, then hopefully that should effectively create a barrier. It's not going to allow me to... Here, slope too steep. Okay, maybe we just need to wait until the water fills. So that's going to slowly fill. I am going to save it quickly. Why is it saying save map? Ah, there we go. Press the wrong button. Okay. Let's just go to the latest one. Underscore. I did space and underscore. Damn. That was the wrong button to press. Damn. I don't know why the saves always come up at the wrong silly save, but hey ho. Right, so that's going to take a little while to fill. It's got to fill like really, really high, I think to around here. And then it will start to... it's already filling pretty well. I'm quite impressed. Hopefully this will generate a decent amount of power and it'll be worth it. Because if it's not, then I'm going to be a little bit sad, but it already looks like this goes quite far down. So it's got to fill all of this, basically.
Meteorologists have issued a severe tornado warning for the area. Residents should seek shelter immediately if any is available.
All shelters. Right. Oh, what? That is not good. Well, at least we are somewhat prepared for this. So the shelters should be taking people in. Yeah, they got the buses going around. Articulated evacuation bus. That's pretty impressive. So it's probably going to happen around here is the disaster risk. Hopefully it won't actually hit our city, but then again, it probably will. That's right where our disaster response unit is as well. What are the odds? You know, before that happens, I'm going to move our disaster response unit. Is there anything else expensive here that we could potentially like move to protect? Hey, this is not cheating at all. This is the game warning me and allowing me to move things. Let's hit 3 to have this go a little bit faster. Oh, here it comes.
A tornado has touched down in the area.
I feel sorry for those trucks.
Seek shelter immediately if any is available.
We do have an evacuation warning in place, so it should be like these trucks shouldn't have been out and about. Oh wow. It didn't pick up the train. That's weird. I would have thought it would pick up the train. So it looks like it's going away from the city. That's good to hear. Everyone can come out now. It should be fine. So everyone unevacuate. Everyone get back to work. Make me some more money, please, because we are really in the red. And we will fix this up in just a moment. We've got a lot of trains backing up, which is good because, quite frankly, it means that the train lines are actually getting some use. Even though these are practically empty, like 13%. I thought it was turning back then. 100%, that's more like it. It looks like it's just going to go off in this direction. So that's alright, we can get rid of that. We should have our emergency response units. Here we go. Returning to base. He's done his job there. This one can be rebuilt. I mean, I don't actually think there's any resources there for it to pick up. It's annoying that we can't rebuild some of these other things that it destroys, but hey ho. I think if we just click on this, it should rebuild it. And then same down here, if we go into train track and then upgrade this, it should repair it. Cool. So let the train with 100% load please go through first, because we want that to go to the external train. Oh, it's just up here. It's literally going to unload everything here. Okay, well, sure, whatever. So that was a little bit of fun for 5 minutes. Has the dam filled up? Operating normally 32 megawatts? That doesn't seem that high. Maybe it's still got to fill a little bit more. I don't know. So let's just see whether the water level goes down a little bit. So if we go into the topology map again, where are we? Here. I mean, it's very tricky to see. I think it's going down here. So we could potentially build a larger dam. Oh yeah, well larger. We could probably build a bigger dam. A little bit higher up. But that's going up. It was at 32 before, now it's at 48. 32... I mean, is that a lot? Is that not that much? It's hard to tell. Where's our other... This one's doing 120 megawatts, so doesn't seem that much. Something tells me we need to do this slightly differently. Dams are always a bit of a pain to get just right. I'm just glad we actually have a working dam, to be honest with you. Most of the time, you build a dam, it completely breaks everything, so the fact that it's actually working, kinda, is good. So, let's just pause it and build another dam a little bit further up. Let's see. Why is it the wrong way round? Why are you the wrong way round? Please stop being the wrong way round. Stop it! Damn you. The dam's trolling me. Why you do this, dam? Is it because the water's here, effectively, like, trying to fall it? Here we go, maybe this is it. It's still the wrong way round. What if we just hit play for 5 seconds? There we go. Come on, we need you really high up to block more water and be more effective. Be a good dam. Be a good dam for Daddy, for Rob. Come on, you can do it. So it's pretty much still full because water's beautiful in this game. So let's see whether that backs up or whether it fills. So hopefully it'll just fill up back here as well. But it looks like that's already pretty much full. It's not operating yet. 0 megawatts. The beautiful thing here is that if this one overflows, it'll just go down here. But maybe that's what we need to do, is block this one off. Or at least a little bit. So that it... Like, where's... Oh yeah, that's like our high water mark. So if we just automatically fill this up to that level, all the water should be going down the other way. Here we go. And then hopefully that should effectively cause more water to go down the other way and through our dam, making more electricity. That's the hope, at least. Here we go. Let's just make this a little bit wider. Oh, there we go. Perfect. That's what we need. So it should be going down this way now. And the beautiful thing is, it won't go over the entire rim of here, even if it needs to over... Let's just double check that, because I don't want to flood my city. Yeah, that's way higher than this bit. So all the water would go over this before it actually makes its way out. But it should be filling up here And this should be operating normally. 48 megawatts. Okay, dams are just a false economy. They're just not that great. It should go up to 1600 megawatts, apparently. What a load of rubbish. That should be probably a lot more effective than it is. Unless, of course, we maybe made this a little bit wider or something, like raise up these bits and then did the dam here, in which case it would be a lot more water behind it. But it's still the same, like, this river is still pushing the same amount of water through. So this should go up. Just trying to think what else we could do to make this more effective. Look at that, our bush line is still really on the money. That's some good bushes. That is what you do when you don't have a tool to do a job. You improvise. Beautiful. I think it's actually going further up. Like, our bush is almost underwater, which is quite interesting. I'm guessing this is doing its job. So the water's no longer going down here. It's just going down this way towards our dam. What we potentially could do is build another dam. Because why not have multiple dams? I don't know. I don't really know whether that's a good idea. Let's just try and clear the space around where the water comes out. We could potentially build a second dam here. I mean, I don't know why this wouldn't work. All I know is it's back to front. Why is it back to front? Why does it do this? Gosh darn it. The water's actually going back into this little pool here. I don't think that's had any effect, unfortunately. What if we made the area behind the dam bigger? So if we took that as sort of the area that we want to go down to, that way there's more water behind the dam. Let's just sell our soil. And hopefully that will increase how much electricity we can make off of this dam. It's going to take a little while for it to build up again. But let's just see. In fact, it would be really good if we could make it all this height. This makes sense in my head because you've effectively got more pressure up against this dam. And if you think about a dam as water spinning through a turbine at high pressure, then sure, more water on the other side of it, that might work. Let's see. So it was at about 32 megawatts. It's not really very high. It's especially not as high as I was hoping for. But this says power output can go up to 1600. So I'm hoping this will work. It's actually filling a lot faster than I thought it would. Let's just whack up the speed, just see if that has a good effect. Hopefully it will. They say that mega projects help economy, right? So why is mine not doing that well? Probably because we've just spent a whole load of money on an airport and now we're fiddling around with a dam. But there is a good logic here. In order for us to clear our poop stream, we have to move our things over, and then hopefully this will allow us to put water inlets on the other side. So have our pumping stations here, taking out from where the dam would be effectively pulling from, and then we can poop water. I mean, there's nothing really else. There's no other descriptions other than, you know, sewage or something like that to call it. But everyone prefers poop water, let's face it. So if we put something on this side, oh, it looks like the dam might be starting to work. 80 megawatts! 0. Oh, come on. Don't tease me like this. 84, 112. 96, 112. Well, I'll be. That actually worked. I wasn't expecting that to work. I'm quite surprised. That's really good. Okay. Okay. Oh, 48. 64? 80. Well, how much is it, Hydro Dam? Is it because the water's sort of like equalizing out? Maybe that's what it is. It's gone back to 48. It's gone back to 48 megawatts. It's just trolling me. It's like, oh, it could be 112. But I'd much rather just do 48 megawatts. That is annoying. Hold on, it keeps going up. It's really inconsistent, which is quite bizarre. You would have thought it would pretty much be constant based on what's going on here, but apparently now it's 32. Now it's 16. What is it, game? Is it 48? Is it 112? Please go back to 112. 64. Yeah, at least we spent time and money trying to make it work. Oh, that feels like a massive waste of time. I'm not going to lie. 96! Can you please just stay at 96 and not drop down to 40, 48 or 42 or whatever it was? 80? I think it just takes a little minute. So we'll let it equalize out. In the meantime, let's prepare our sewer pipes. So they're going to be dropping down on this side. So we'll build a few here. It's annoying because you can't do it much further up. You have to do it at the water's edge. But what if the water goes higher than that? Then what? What I would quite like to do is do a freshwater outlet further up, because that way, if we have excess water, it should feed our dam. So we'll do a few of them. I don't know if there's a certain amount that this can drain. Yes, there is. There is. So it says there, 24,000 meters cubed per week. The freshwater outlet lets out excess water in the system. It can be placed on dry land, creating lakes and ponds. Water evaporates and the outlet can be turned on or off to help with possible flooding. If the city produces less water or the same amount it consumes, the freshwater outlet won't let out any water. That's a mouthful. So maybe if we like pull from over here as well, the least this could do is maybe power what we've got around it. Like, it doesn't seem to want to do much more than that, so it's a massive waste of money and time, but hey-ho. I don't know why these are so high up. I'm guessing it's just because it's on like a cliff face. So we'll do some of these, and then hopefully we'll have a decent amount of water here. If we just put these together... Oh my goodness, so much ding-a-ling. We then need power over here. I'm not going to build a dam for this one. We're going to do... I love how this costs 360. I don't think anyone in their right mind would want to build these power lines on a cliff face for 360 simoleons? Dollars? Monies of any types? Look at that. It's not operating. Great. And the water's actually going over. What is going on? It looks like our pumping is too much for it. Okay. What we'll do is we'll build a long power cable back to here. And then hopefully we should start to get power back down here, pumping excess water. Oh, there is no excess water apparently. Are these too far up? Is this too far down? Is it operating normally? Pumping capacity. But how much are you actually pumping? Oh, questions. So many questions and more. Okay, let's just take a water pipe from over here. This one should... Where is 180? That looks about right. There. So now that's pumped in. Oh, what's this up here? This looks pretty funky. It looks like maybe an old castle or something. Or it's just the same asset over and over and over again, but... I mean, they've got what looks like maybe a little graveyard, a tower, another tower, a wall. It's cute. I wonder what this is meant to be. Look, there's more towers. Oh, wow. This is Taybay, circa 1292. This is the first colonists who came to Taybay after leaving their hometown of Trey. Way out across the oceans. They came here and they saw this hill and they thought, you know what? I want to climb that sucker. So they climbed it and then they built a massive castle. I think that's what this is meant to be. On top of it. And why? Just because they know if anyone wants to come kill them, they have to climb that exact same hill. That's logic. You can't argue with that. Little did they know, 800 odd years later, the people of Taybay would be building a dam that doesn't really work at the bottom of their hill. And why doesn't it work? Maybe what we need to do is pump our sewage into this side, and then hopefully it'll actually work. This is the problem with dams. They're just very, very finicky. They don't really work very reliably. And look at the water. What is the water doing? Why? Why is the water doing a jig? Maybe if we turn the speed up, then hopefully it's almost like there's too much sucking going on. How much do these do? These do 160,000 meters cubed. That's quite a lot. How much do we even need? So sewerage production, 620,000. Okay. We have 2 million capacity. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's a lot more than I was expecting. So we could probably turn off some of these. First things first, I want to get rid of these ones. So let's just... I should have just moved them over, but we've already got way more capacity than we'll need for a very long time. So let's get rid of these suckers, or poopers. There we go. They're all done. We can move this maybe down to here to try and like clean out the water coming down. I think that's what this is meant to do. Floating garbage collector. Whoa, whoa, whoa! What is going on? We being bombed? Like, what's all these planes doing? Jesus, they fucking scared the life out of me. That was too close to call. They haven't even got anything. Why are they coming down here? This one's only got 18%. 15%. 15%. Why? 35%. At least fill the plane up. Like this one, 80%. That's a bit more like it. Blimey. Right. Before I was rudely interrupted. That scared the crap out of me. I'm sorry if I got a bit irate there. The collector collects trash and pollution in water, as the name says. Yes, as the name says. Reduces water pollution, must be placed on water. So hopefully that will sort of stop some of this from getting out here. If we check, do we have like a water... Would it say somewhere whether there's... Oh, wow, we're actually losing water. Hold on a second. So we need 618. We're actually losing water. Where's the thing? Thing's over here. Ah, that would explain it. Where's all the water gone? The water's disappeared. It no longer exists. It's noped out. It's had enough. So what's happening here? I guess it's just getting all sucked up. Okay. I didn't anticipate it sucking up all of the water that this could produce. That's a slight issue. I mean, maybe that's why the dam isn't really working, because we're sucking up way too much. What if we spread it out around this? So hopefully we are not going to cause too much of an issue in one specific place. We probably want it to be down here as well. that go up and over. Let's see whether this has a positive effect. Because hopefully... it'll mean that the dam will work, it'll mean that the water works. I think I'll leave that one there, that should be fine. Right, okay, so from this... these are connected, aren't they? Yep. Let's see whether that has a positive effect. So we've got to refill this entire reservoir, which is a bit annoying, but, you know, sometimes when you're creating something, you need to go through a few iterations before it's perfect. For example, these need power. Of course they do. What a dingus I am. Just ruining a beautiful red oasis with power cables and water pumping stations. But it's what the people of Tay Bay need. They need water. I can't help that. It's just a vital need of everyone is to have water. So that's gone up now. We're now producing more than we were before. So hopefully our city is fine, and so is over here. Yeah, it looks like the last of the water drought is... Oh, everything's going a bit funky. What's going on with the power? Power's a bit low. We haven't actually done anything with the power, so that's interesting. So it looks like we've got brownouts over here, so where the there just isn't quite enough power to reach everything. I mean, we could do a solar power plant or something. Is the dam working? Is the dam on? No dam. Damn, son. It's probably quite important that we have these working, because if they don't work, then all of a sudden our sewage stops working. Or our sewage, rather. So if I built maybe 1 or 2 of these on the side of the mountain, hill. Yeah, that works. Oh, they're not connected up. Of course they're not, because yeah. We removed all these water suckers, didn't we? And then of course it didn't have any power. So okay, we've got a couple of wind turbines up here. So that should hopefully help a little bit over here, but what we really need is probably like, oh my goodness, look at all this power problems. An advanced coal power plant. Why is it that that one creates so much more power than everything else? Like, we could just do a nuclear power plant, but I really don't want to do one of them, just in case. I don't think it actually... I've never actually known of a power plant to, like, well, blow up in City Skylines. I don't think it happens. So there is at least that positive part of having a nuclear power plant. It probably just stops working. It needs a lot of water. I say a lot. 1,920 meters squared per week, as we found out, isn't that much compared to our like millions and millions of square meters. So That's not too bad. We've got geothermal. Do these have to be placed down anywhere particular? No, they can literally... The geothermal power plant utilizes the warmth of the energy's core to provide electricity to the city. Geothermal energy does not pollute. So that creates 80 megawatts. How much are we actually... We're consuming 680. That's quite a lot. I mean, if we just put down the nuclear power plant, it would solve a lot of problems. Granted, it would at least allow us to have enough power to power our city. I don't know, I feel like it's a little bit... It's 8,000 a week. How much are one of these? Like 1,000 a week. But this one does 6 times, well, not 6 times. How many more times is that? That's like 5 times. Ish, 5-ish times, more like 4.5-ish, 4.75, I don't know, somewhere around that much. But the amount that you pay is higher. But then again, it makes so much more energy. I mean, 240 megawatts is nothing to be snuffed at. 480 ocean thermal energy conversion plant. That's a mouthful and a half. Blimey. Ocean thermal energy conversion plant. The changes in water temperature allow this power plant to generate electricity. Place the plant on the shoreline. Oh, just place the plant on the shoreline. There isn't any more to that conversation. So we can put it down here maybe. It creates a bit of noise pollution, but how much does it? 480! That's like more than half of what our current needs are. I'm just really annoyed that the dam doesn't work. Like, the dam never bloody works. And it really frustrates me. I wish they would have fixed that. What is this one? Wave power. 0 to 20 megawatts. That seems more like it. I have no idea how this gets 480 megawatts from differences in temperature in the ocean. That makes no sense to me whatsoever. When literally burning oil creates 120 megawatts. I think these numbers are a little bit imbalanced, but you know, it is what it is at this point in the game. That's kind of why they wanted probably to start again a little bit with City Skylines 2, is to at least sort of draw a line in the sand and not necessarily start again, but do things a little bit more right, I think, is the thinking. How are we doing down here? We haven't been playing the game, so we're not going to be getting anywhere. But we do need power, of course. That's what we're doing. I mean, I could just pop down one of these, or we could just do what we need to and build the darn nuclear power station. There, I did it. All right, you proud of me? Jeez. So this requires not a lot of anything, actually, I don't think. I think it just needs water, which it's going to be getting through its normal connection. Did it say how many people would need to be working in it? It doesn't even say how many people need to work in it. It just works. That's the way nuclear power should be. Just instead of oh yeah, don't worry about like all the problems that have happened in the past with nuclear power. It just works. That's all we need to know. Okay, well, all our power problems are gone, and to be fair, what we might as well do is... Oh, we had a waste processing plant which was creating 10 megawatts. That's hardly anything. Come on, dude. What we can do now is at least remove some of the dirtier things like these ones. Let's turn them off to begin with. Just double check. Oh, that's an incineration plant. We kind of need that. Where are we here? Oil power plant. No longer. No longer need these. No thank you. Probably should have double checked that this was operating normally. Yes. Okay. It's easier and more effective to just set one of these up than a dam, which is a real shame. How is our dam doing? I mean, the water's all gone. There's nothing left. So literally all the power is not really happening. So hopefully that will at least clean up the water over here, and I don't have to feel bad about someone's kid swimming in the sea here, because all the problem will be down here, really. I don't know whether these completely remove all water pollution. It doesn't really say. I mean, it says that it does 0 pollution, but is that ground pollution? If we check this one, for example, that one's 0 pollution as well. When in reality, the water pollution is pretty bad. So yeah, it doesn't really tell us. We've got noise pollution there. It's 15 as opposed to 10. The draining capacity, interestingly, 120,000 meters cubed per week, whereas this one does 160,000 meters cubed per week. So I think that's cubed. It's either cubed or squared. I don't know. Anyway, hopefully these will be effective. And to be fair, I mean, maybe we just can turn some of these off. Like, just keep them there for a rainy day. Know what I mean? Like, how much sewage production? 616. Sewage draining capacity? 120,000. Sorry, 1,020,000. Yeah, we've got way more capacity than we need. I'm a little bit worried if I turn these off too quick, this won't update. It won't tell me. Right, okay, that's more like it. That's like a more cost-effective. We are only, yeah, that should be right. So let's turn these off as well. Turn off, turn off, turn off. And then we've got a load of water being pumped back into the reservoir, which will hopefully help the dam. Oh, blimey. Okay, yeah. I'm a little bit more comfortable with these numbers, like, rather than having so much more availability, it doesn't really matter if we're just not quite producing as much as we need. How's the power doing? So production 833, consumption 572. So actually we're producing enough to remove these altogether. Goodbye, fossil fuels. We're going over to fission fuels. Hopefully that won't bite us in the arse. Let's just fill this area with some bits and bobs. Hopefully that will be a good move to reduce the ground pollution in this area. Oh, we've got some more incineration plants, should be fine. Why is this having so much issue? When that's going... we should set up the lanes here and everything. So lane number 3 can be turning right. Let's just have that one going straight on. Lane, keep it like that. Okay, cool. Let's set up a time traffic light here so that we can at least control who goes and when, because this is backing up. In fact, no, that should be fine. I don't think they're going to use this other lane, even if we do put it in. Maybe if we do just quickly 2, 4, add. So we want this. Edit this one. Change these to manual. Save. Add stop. So we want it to be like that pretty much. So when that's green, this can go. In fact, let's start it from this side. So it would normally be this one going left, but it can't do that. So we'll do between 2 and 8. So that would need to be an extreme amount of flow in order to achieve that. We'll then do the next one. Oh, hang on, we didn't do the... let's turn these off. We'll then do the next one. But that one stays green, this one goes. So that stuff can go left, this one goes. Add, and then add another stop where that one stops. That one can go, and these ones can go. This one can just be one. I don't think we're going to get that much traffic from down here. So hit start. Let's show counters. Let's make sure this is working as it should be. So pedestrians go, and then that one goes, and it's still going to be turning left when this other one can go. Yep, that's working pretty well. And then that one can go. Yeah, I'd say that's working fairly well. So hopefully that will fix the traffic issues down here a little bit. Not gonna lie, having one way out for this probably isn't the best bet. If we were to maybe move these over a little bit, or move these somewhere else. This is just oil storage, isn't it? Do we actually get anything go there? Like pedestrian and a truck and a private vehicle? Not really. So these, not enough raw materials. What we really need to do is buy in the stuff that we need here. So where we've got oil here, we should probably move that over. So if we, I can't believe it's taken me so long to sort this out. Move this over. Then what we can do, number 1 is move our pumps. Number 2 is move most probably these over to where there isn't anything now. Just so that it's out the way a little bit more. We've got these ones. Got, what are these? Petrochemical plant. probably be a good idea to move the stuff from here. What we can do is take that road back and build like a connection over here. So if we were to take the small industrial road, go up here, go across, and then from here go up. This one can go a little bit further across. There we go. Then effectively we've got another way over here. Rather than having to come out this way, they can go that way. We've got our barracks, which we can just move across. We've got all this incineration plant. Like, it's not going to be good to have... Work efficiency is quite high here, actually. It's not going to be great to have so many people near where... Right, we need a road over here. So if we just do like a little road out this way, these can get pumped. We can do the same here. Right, so pop one there, pop one there, pop one kind of there. We need to do the same over here. It would help if we didn't have a big old fast road here, which I don't want to interrupt. Anywho, the annoying thing is, 5 minutes after I've placed these down, I bet they've sucked up all the oil. So, just trying to spread them out a little bit. There's a bunch here. We could probably move this over here, and then hopefully that should suck up everything from there. I just need a really long straw to suck up your milkshake. Okay, pop one over there. That should do a good job of it. We just now have to connect the dots with the old power. There we go. That should do the trick. Right, these ones, it would probably be best to have those around where our Ujima flips are coming out. So let's just connect these as well. In fact, just do that. It'd probably be good to have these over here, right where we're storing our actual oil. Let's upgrade. Nah, it's not really needed. move these over. It's been long overdue. Is that not connected? Come on, you're so close. What is this? Oil sludge pyrolysis. Paralysis? Pyrolysis. So hopefully these will... Oh, these are big roads. Well, I say big roads like 4-lane small roads. Let's reduce those down. These could probably get away with being asymmetrical. Do we have an asymmetrical around here? Oh, sorry, I'm not going to bother upgrading it. Oil industry main building. Yeah, we don't have much raw materials here, but looks like these are getting to work. So hopefully they'll start to make us a bit more money. Obviously we've got the oil coming in over here as well. So hopefully that will make some difference. What we really need to do to make some big money is create the unique thingamabob factories. Just trying to think. I mean, this would be a really good industrial area. So what we could do is have like a cargo out here, a cargo train station out here, and then we could build around that cargo train station the various industries that we want to build over here. Probably be best to do it maybe over here. It's going to be a little bit fiddly, but I'm sure we can do it. So if we built in our road here, is that going to be close? Too far? It might not be best to do it just there. Maybe. Let's see here. So we could easily build it out this way, but then stuff over here would suffer. I'd rather put it quite centrally, and then hopefully it should at least be quite a good link for everything. We also need to do an internal and an external connection. So to do that, it's so annoying. I used to have a cargo terminal that had 2 train inputs, 2 train lines, but that was a mod and it broke. So that's where we're at. We've got a large road here. Large industrial road. So let's just keep it coming out straight. And then what we can do is go over the top of this, hopefully. And then come back down. Now that's quite a tight little turnaround, but it means that we can now build off in this area without too much hassle and create what we need to. So I really do feel like an industrial zone around here would be quite useful. If we did maybe a little turnaround here, we can do this lot coming off here. We could probably make this a little bit tighter, so have this go in at this point, because that should be plenty of space for that to turn around. And then we could have it come off here. So if we do that, we're just going to push this further back. And then we're going to go straight in here. He says we're gonna go. It's the wrong way round game. Okay. Do that, and then that. So now we should be able to put in our cargo train station. We can actually push it back. Cargo train station here would be really effective. How wide is the cargo train station? It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 or 8 units. So if we go from here, that might do it. Yes. Bingo. Very nice. Okay. So, this is just the wrong way around road-wise, but we probably won't be doing much with that. What we need to do is if we can take this out a little ways and then plug it in down here. And we can do the same on this side, take it out a little ways, plug it in down here, and then there's almost enough space for like one train to be waiting while it's going through. So we can now build in, it's probably going to need a pretty decent amount of building here is a queue to ensure that the stuff that's waiting isn't waiting off the main road. So we'll just build it along the side of this train track, and then hopefully that should be plenty. So all the traffic comes down here and then filters in. Because it's quite a slow process, it filters in fairly slowly, unfortunately. But then what we could do is potentially like a similar sort of thing on the other side. So this would be for the internal one. It would need to be the other way around, wouldn't it? Hold on. So if we built this one here, what we can do is I need that to be that should be fine actually. annoyingly, this won't really be a very useful road for actually building things on, such as the industry that we want to put around here, but this should be invaluable in actually preventing traffic jams and things. So if we then build out from here, we can take our industrial road, medium industrial road, so we can pretty much like build. Can we build up here? Not quite. We can probably do a building down. And then if we maybe did a road out this way. I don't know about a building into this road. Then again, I think it might be needed. So we did a building along up to there, where it then does a nice curve in, and we have our medium industrial coming out here, and what we'll do is a curve in like that. It needed to be a bit tighter. Could probably build a road out this way. So looks a little bit wacky, but maybe we just build this up. We could probably get away with having asymmetrical road here. So if we did this one coming out here, we can then build that in there. We can then do our asymmetrical road. Something like that. It's not the prettiest, but hey, what is? I don't think it necessarily needs to be anything more than that. And what we'll do as well here is have a dedicated left-hand turn. So that will effectively allow things to go from the external to the internal route. So that could be quite powerful, because it would allow cargo to change from the external route, which we have here. Let's just name these so that we know going forward what each one is. Internal and external, cargo train terminal. And then we could probably create something similar on this end. and then build like a bit of an industrial area. So if we did something like one of these roads, and then one of these going into there, we can control the lanes here. And then we could probably have like a... Well, we need to create the connection to the internal line, which is going to be a little bit tricky because I'm just trying to think where the internal line comes up to. There's one here, which comes into this one here. Internal. We have one up here. Which admittedly, if we did a bypass, it's going to be tricky. We might need to move the key. So if we flatten this area, this needs to be a lot stronger. Something like that. And then we can build in the key again. So we should be able to build our train line just on the other side of this, hopefully. It's going to allow this. Yep. And then this can effectively be a bypass for anything that wants to go out this way. We've got all this in the way. We could probably move some of these. Over to here, say. Now we've actually got an internal line here, because this goes up to our area over here. So we could potentially utilize this line, but I don't necessarily want to. We've got the external line running through, and then it goes underneath and comes out this side. This is going to be pretty tricky to pull off. Or at least make it look relatively good. I think it's going to need to go underneath. But then how are we going to... connect in here? Like that, I guess. Right, okay, and then I'm in an area that I can't actually get out of. That's great, okay. What we could do is create some sort of junction here, so we could utilize this train track as well going forward if we really want to. I don't necessarily want to mix public transport and cargo, but where it's an internal and an external line, it might be fine. I mean, it might be worth having a connection so that we can at least do it in the future, or this could be a place where we can do it if we need to. what I think we're going to need to do is go underneath here, come across. What we could do is just use the lines that have come down here. So it might actually be more effective if we just keep going. So we can do a nice straight line through this bit, he says. Let's turn off all of that. Gonna have to just eyeball it here. That looks about parallel. We can actually alter this a little bit so that this comes in quite nicely, connects in there. It's a very tight slope. Like a train wouldn't really be able to do that. But anyway, let's just ignore that. Over on this side, we can probably run the length of this track similarly to what we've done before. It's just how do we then go through here? Probably have to go around this way, which shouldn't be too much of an issue. It's not exactly straight, which is a little bit troublesome. Yeah, it's not, is it? It's not far off. And then where does that tunnel go to there? There's nothing to say that these couldn't split off at this point, and then one could go this way. It's a little bit tight there. Maybe if we just take this a little bit further back, it'll allow it to look a little bit nicer there. Yeah. Ignore this one. This one's an old one that we're not actually using, but it'll be useful to have something if we need it going forward. Right, okay, so we are following this other train line. And then this is where we would need to do something interesting to connect it in. Now, I'm probably just going to have to go underneath, but if we prepare this side first for that, so we'll have a run through if we want to create anything on this side with the internal route, we can. So we'll have that come out. He says, oh, it's not liking it. It does not want to follow that. We might just have to do something like that, which I don't really like the look of, but it is what it is. Right. Create a point where we can connect that in. Then an area where we can go down. This will come through onto this side, where we can then have that come over the top of it. Internal route connected via this line down to here. We have our external connections to various warehouses, so we could probably do a fairly similar thing here. If we built in the warehouses, with railway connections, is that going to be enough space? It might not be. We can move this over though. So how many is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And how deep are these? These are... How many is this? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, like 20... Oh. These don't actually go to where they're needed. My bad. Something like 24 units. So, how are we going to work out how many is 24 units though? Oh, you do know. I think that is 10, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yes. 20 would be well within here. But we can probably move this without too much hassle. Advanced water treatment. Oh. Okay. Does that need a pipe as well? There we go. So that's 10. That's 20. So if we now put in that'll fit. Cool. And how deep do they have to be actually? Let's check whether that will work. Yes, that's more than ample. Probably get away with. Turn off the route guidelines. Let's just double check. For some reason, it's not liking that there. So how many of these do we need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of them in order to have all of our things. So let's just put these as... Oh, they're already external. Cool, cool, cool. I've named them all external warehouse with railway collection. Cool, 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 cool. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not enough money. Fantastic. That's exactly what we need right now, is not enough money. Not enough money. Not enough money. Not enough money. Okay, let's turn these things off just so that they don't impact things like money. How much does one of those cost? Oh, that's the wrong one. 30,000. So a decent amount. Got a lot of dinging. How's this doing? This is not on yet. Let's just maybe turn it off while we're waiting. Don't know. It's probably best to keep it on just in case. So maybe we can at least do the lines. The only annoying thing is I don't know whether we can do anything to turn it back. We can maybe create a loop here to allow them to go back if they need to. Or a loop underground. That's one way to keep it out of sight. Yeah, sort it. We actually need those road guidelines now. So if we had a connection here and a connection here, it means that things can turn around. There we go. It's a little bit janky, but it means that if anything's coming down this way, it can actually go to those warehouses if it needs to. So that's fine. These have multiple problems. No road connections, and also no resources. Right, let's get these other ones connected in. So if we do one of these for each of these, turn these on again. We're actually getting stuff come down here for this, which is pretty cool. Stuff wants to connect to this. Let's just put a... Actually, don't need that to go there. Maybe we just keep it like that, because then we can build something here. So if we just do these out a little bit further to there, that should be good. Nice. Okay. And then we can just do maybe one of these out. I want to go out at 45. We actually need something to make this, so we're looking for, oh my goodness, there's so many. I think that's about right. It's a little bit janky, but it'll work. That's what we really need from it. So we really need power over here. We could run it along the tracks. Straight down to there. Do something similar like that. We got water issues down here. That's fine. We can just pull these out. It won't cause too much of an issue. There we go. Alright. So this will be a fair amount of traffic. So I just want to create a decent enough connection here between these two areas. And then maybe another one here. So that way we have a decent connection either side. We can build in some more traffic down this way. We've got this one that we need to connect in. Down here. Where's our good old asymmetrical road? final touches here. That should work quite well, I feel. So that's our external, our internal, and then we've got internal warehouses over here. Let me just copy that. And then we can paste it through. These ones so that we remember, or we don't have to remember, rather, what they are. We can just check the naming. Cool. Right, now all we need to do is build in some unique factories. So what ones can we currently do? I think we have wood and paper, furniture. Just wondering where would be best to place this stuff. We got the bakery. Obviously we have meat, food and flour. I'm hoping that we can... I mean, what ones don't we have of these? We don't have the metals, which is a bit of a pain, but we can probably work something out around that if we really had to. Oh. These aren't... No, good, okay. So, if we wanted to build any in that we currently have, no resource selected. Oh, right, okay, we need to actually select these. Let's select these. So, we want to do forestry. We want to do farming. We want to do ore. We want to do oil. And then also commercial goods, question mark? Maybe, maybe not. So these seem to be in full swing. We've got an internal one going to town, and these have pretty much sucked up all of the oil that's around here already. Got a random public library there. So yeah, we need to build in our unique factories, but which ones to go with is a good question. Bakery wise, I kind of feel like we might need another one for the actual unique materials. unique... Oh, wow, look at all this! This is actually working quite well. Why is it changing from that one? You should be going straight ahead. This is working really well, actually. A lot better than I was expecting. And we're getting stuff in for ore. We might need another warehouse. The easiest place to put it would probably be here. What does the red symbolize? Average traffic flow. Let's just take our road up to there. And what we can do is if we delete this back, we can probably build this in correctly. Let's just take that. It's going to be going where this one goes. It's going to be going where that one goes. Space already occupied. Okay. That's a pain. This is right where we want it. Right, let's put it where it needs to go, so... Nope. Hopefully this will work. Lovely. Okay. So, unique factories. Balanced. So we now have one for each of them. We can build our large road back in. Nice, 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 nice. It'll just have to do. Okay, that's balanced. So now we've got our sixth one, which is unique factory stuff. So let's just move these so that they're in a place where there is less space, like that, and then we can use this for the unique factories, maybe. So we've got like furniture, which comes up to this point. And then we've probably got a few others which are fairly similar. What else do we have? Toy factory. How much space does the toy factory take up? up to where that car is, which is perfect, because now I can measure this one across, build our toy factory. I'll build it a little bit further along, and then we can build in our furniture factory, our bakery maybe? I need another one of the long ones. Phew, that's a very long one. What was this one? Clothing. Soft paper. Wow! That's a huge, huge factory. Maybe we just put the bakery in somewhere. Like there. That'll do. And then printing. Maybe there's something else that we can put here. Not the soft paper one, because that's huge. That is absolutely nuts. But yeah, I think that should start to use some of the stuff that we've got here. We've got some issues with trains. This one looks to be stuck. And now they're all fixed, which is nice. These short connections is not very good. But it might just have to be what it is. We'll keep an eye on it. This is processing as fast as it can. Here, where are we getting stuff from? All over the show. It's interesting because surely they can come down here. I mean, where is this one going? Warehouse there. Oh! Huh. So that underground loop-de-loop is actually getting a lot more use than our actual connection out, which is bizarre. It's not broken, is it? We're not... No, there is a way round. I think I just saw one go out that way. Maybe I'm imagining it. Yeah, look at that. We got stuff coming through, and it's using the bypass. Yes. It's just nothing's going back. Where's this one coming from? This one's coming from, like, the airport, I think. Which is a bit bizarre. But, anyway, that is... this is crazy. This is absolutely crazy how much is coming through this way. It just shows, like, the cargo terminals get really busy. Even this is really busy. What is going on? Should probably build a good connection here for the motorway as well, so that hopefully we can get stuff out through here quickly. But yeah, I'm really happy with that. These are going to take a little while to load up. Not enough raw materials. So hopefully we should start getting stuff through from here. we're actually not really making use of these crops that much, so we need to look at that next probably. We got, ooh, this isn't pretty. What's getting stuck? We got so much coming through here, this is bananas. This one's super busy. Commercial goods. Probably because it's on fill and it's at 1%. Let's put it down to balanced. And that seems to be causing a massive backlog. What we could do, potentially, is have this go further. Let's just take that bit out. Connect that in there. And then hopefully, because there's a bit more space there, we can fit a few trains and allow more to come through. That's my thinking, at least. Whether it's what happens in practice is another matter. It's bananas though, this is so busy. I mean, it would help if the trains were a little bit fuller. Ah, that's exporting. Maybe we could do with another train station closer. Look at that, all these trains, most of them are only half filled. If there was more filling of the trains, then there would be less of them coming along here, but anywho. But yeah, it's working fairly well. I think what I'm going to do is leave it there. This has been a really good episode. We managed to get a dam? Not really done, which is kind of frustrating. I don't know what we need to do because that fill mark is still up there. It's just taking a while to fill up. It should eventually fill up. This isn't turned on, so hopefully it won't be impacting it at all. We've also built in our well, warehouse area for internal stuff. We've also got our first actual factories creating stuff, which is really good. Where are we creating paper? Are we actually creating paper? Yeah, we are creating paper. It's just probably got to actually be transported somewhere. I would imagine that it's got to go along to a cargo terminal via a truck. and then from the cargo terminal go to the actual facility over here, or at least hopefully it would, and it wouldn't just use a truck to go across, but it may well do that. It looks like potentially we're not having that happen. Don't really know. But anyway, I think I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think with your thumbs. If your thumbs don't cut it, then let me know with a comment. But as always, have a good